Granola, 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 granola. We're making granola. First, preheat your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, I make the sweet and savory sauce using 110 grams or a third of a cup of maple syrup, 60 grams or a third of a cup of olive oil, 115 grams or a half a cup of packed brown sugar, and 13 grams or 1 tablespoon of kosher salt. Give that a rough mix and heat through so the sugar is dissolved. Add your dry ingredients to a bowl. I start out with 275 grams or 2 2/3 cup of rolled oats. This recipe as is will allow you to include up to 4 cups of additionals with the rolled oats. Today, I added the remnants of a bag of pepitas. Don't put in your dried fruit yet, those go in after baking, so pluck them out. Then add 2 cups of dried coconut chips and about a cup of almonds. Add your sweet and savory elixir and mix. As you start adding more dry ingredients like seasoned nuts, you're gonna have to up the ratio of the sweet and savory sauce. So use this as a point of reference. Take note of how there's no excess liquid. Nothing seems drenched, but there are no dry spots either. Pour the mixture onto a silpat or parchment paper lined baking sheet. Bake at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes or until golden. You'll want to stir the mixture every 15 minutes or so to ensure even baking. And be sure to get every last morsel back onto the tray. It's like edible gold. Sometimes you don't hear your alarm and it stays in longer than planned and it almost burns. But that's okay, because it happens. Fortunately, it's just the top layer, and mixing it in will add a great roasty toasty tastiness. My reference with things is as long as it's less than 10% burnt, it's salvageable. It's important to remember that it's not crispy when it comes out of the oven. It takes a few minutes to cool down and get the classic crunchy granola sound. So you have to go by look and make sure that you get that light to medium brown roast on it. I added about a cup of orange flavored dried craisins because they add a great acidity and break up the sweet and saltiness. If they don't break into smaller pieces, just dispose of them. This is one of my favorite things to have on hand. Whether it's friends coming over and needing a snack or a little crunchy crunch on your morning yogurt, or if you just want a handful of sweet and savory goodness, it's perfect. It's also a great recipe because it leaves room for you to make it perfect for you. Want a little more of this, want a little less of this, however you want it, you can make it. Just don't be nervous about it. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay.